Mitchums.
Aunt, what's going on?
It's the worst day at work. I'm tired. It's taking forever. I just want to come home. I'm hungry. I don't want to stop at the supermarket.
Hey, spare me, will you? Did you forget what we're getting tonight?
What?
Are you serious, Aunt? We're getting our Blue Apron box. Our first one.
What's Blue Apron?
Oh my god, you're literally the worst. I just told you about this. Blue Apron. It's the delivery service that provides fresh ingredients and a recipe to our doorstep, and the delivery fee is free.
What?
We're going to get 3 meals that we can prepare this week, and it's only going to take less than 40 minutes to prepare. And get this, I'm going for Wife of the Year. You won't even have to lift a finger.
Oh man, that's great. I'm going to tell John about this right now.
Seriously, tell him to visit blueapron.com/treehilltalk, and he can make a meal for Bridget. Actually, 3 meals.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and with the code, he can get $30 off his first delivery.
Oh, should I get a bottle of wine on my way home?
Yes, and wine is always a good idea. You never have to ask if you have to bring home wine.
Hi! Welcome!
Hi!
Hello! We are back for another episode of Tree Hill Talk.
Woo!
Ingrid here, and alongside me are my beautiful co-hosts, Michelle and Liz.
Hello.
And today we are reviewing Season 2, Episodes 20 and 21.
Just one more episode!
It's crazy. We're about to finish Season 2. Things are happening.
But
it's kind of like everything's going backwards.
And it's the
little...
progress we made kind of took a couple steps back.
Right? It's kind of, if you think about it, overall with these 2 episodes, it's kind of like everyone's just going back to where
the beginning
was.
I know.
You know, like...
And it's pretty calm before a finale right now.
Oh, right.
I mean, things are happening, but it's kind of calm before... We'll call the finale the storm.
Right, because the finale is technically the 2 episodes.
Right.
Because when they aired it, it was like a 2-parter type deal. Right. But, we'll be watching it at the same time. Live. We'll be recording our episode live afterwards, but we're excited for that. But we'll talk about that later.
Yes.
Well, Michelle just got back from Disney.
Yeah.
She's glowing.
She's sad to be home.
No, I'm happy to see you guys, but
Yeah.
I'm sad to be home because it was a very short trip.
Right.
Short.
4 days.
And you get to ignore everything.
Everything. Disney is such a magical place. You're happy 24/7.
Yeah.
Who gets sad in Disney?
No.
No one.
You have no.
I don't think you're allowed to be sad.
No, you're not allowed.
And you just get to be a big kid, but you get to drink when you're an adult.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So you're a big kid.
Big kid.
A big kid having a good time.
Oh, we sigh.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, 20 and 21.
Yes.
Double.
Dun, dun, dun. So, we have episode 20 is called Lifetime Piling Up. So, we have Nathan is he in a coma? I think he's just out from the surgery. He hasn't woken up yet. And how long did it take you guys to realize that it was a dream sequence? Because it opens with Lucas waking up at the Scott residence. Nothing different because he's been living with Dan.
It was when Karen stepped in.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, so this is a dream. Right.
Yeah, because you see Dan taking like Alka-Seltzer or something, and Lucas is doing these little comments, which kind of
being kind of nasty to him.
Kind of nasty, but Lucas has been kind of that way to Dan. But then you see Karen walk in, and you're like, what?
You know what should have thrown us off? You know what should have gave it away, though? And I even noticed it is because Nathan narrated the quote in the beginning. Because usually it's Lucas. But I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then when Karen walked in.
Yeah.
He did call him Dad, but he has been doing that for like an episode.
Yeah.
Just to kind of get on his good side.
Right.
So it's like, okay.
So we're like in this alternate universe in Nathan's head, pretty much. So everyone's different.
Sort of different.
Everyone's different, except a couple of people are still the same. I do want to mention our girl Allison, what she said. Let me pull this up real quick here. She said, this is one of her favorite episodes. She said, I love how the creator has such a profound view on being unconscious and where your mind goes. I love that budding Naily romance was still there even in the alternate universe. The only thing that didn't seem realistic was Keith. He's inherently such a good person that him being a dick isn't really believable.
Yeah, but you know what? He really wasn't a dick,
it wasn't.
though.
No.
You know, he didn't. It wasn't like a role reversal where he was playing Dan.
And Dan was playing
Keith. How I took it was Keith, you know, he got the job that he always wanted to, and Dan, still being the dick brother that he is, he kind of can treat him that way.
Agreed.
And so his snarky remarks towards him, I felt like, I just didn't feel like he was kind of douchey. I just felt like he was Keith, but with money and with what he wanted and with power. And
right. A more confident Keith.
More confident.
Like, Keith's got motors.
Yeah.
You know, his brother works for him.
He's doing the girl he always wanted.
Yeah, I mean, it's
in a different situation.
In this world, Keith kind of wins.
Yeah, Keith wins.
A little bit. I mean, it's not a true relationship. It's not genuine.
No, it's not genuine. Though he does have that moment with Karen after they're, like, hooking up, and Karen's like, oh, you know, he says to her, you can leave him. But then Karen's like, oh, well, you know, I want to do what's best for Lucas. And Keith is like, well, I can raise Lucas on my own. And I'm like, well, that's something he did do.
He did do, right.
In the real world versus, like, this dream.
And I think Karen even said it. She's like, you did or something. After when she like said something under her breath.
Sometimes I wonder if you did.
If you did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I think there's those little moments where they kind of connect to the real world of how things are.
Right.
And I think that was definitely a moment.
So Keith's a little bit of a change, just a little bit.
And then on the vice versa, Dan has Keith's drinking problem.
Right, but he's still...
Dan is still Dan, but not. Like, I don't know if
it's not as intense, but he definitely, you can tell... that he's just not as powerful,
right? Because he doesn't have the business.
Which I'm like, if this is how he truly is, I'm surprised that he doesn't. Not that he would take Keith's spot and own the motor, the motor shop or anything, but he just didn't. He was like letting himself not have the power, even though he was still this person that was still bad to the core, kind of.
Well, he has a bad core.
Because otherwise, why would Lucas not like him? Why would Karen be cheating on him? Like, obviously he's still Dan.
I think he's more kind of he's just like Keith.
Dirty.
Keith has Dan's power in this universe, we can say, I guess. I think Dan has Keith's more, I don't want to say, like, it's not vulnerability, but like, and not pathetic either. I don't want to say that word. But like, he's more, he's the assistant coach to Whitey.
Right. He's a little bit more passive in this life.
He's more like on the back burner.
Right.
But he still has those same, like,
I want
my son to do what I couldn't do. He's still pushing, like, Lucas is his son in this world.
Right.
And they have that same scene that he had with Nathan where he's training Lucas. But he's not as mean to Lucas.
No, he's
not. He's a lot toned, like, down.
Yeah, again,
he's toned
I
down.
think it goes
not
back
as
to not
intense.
having the power.
Right.
The money and the power.
And choosing, I mean, we don't really know what Karen did as far as a career. I think maybe she reversed with Deb, sort of.
Yeah, some sort of business type.
Yeah, because Deb had Deb's diner.
Right. And
Deb's
she didn't,
Den.
Deb's Den, and she didn't take her family's money. She wanted to do this on her own, so she didn't have the money, I guess.
Yeah.
Karen didn't. They didn't seem to, like, have a luxury life.
Right.
Him and Karen and Lucas. So I don't know. I mean, it was interesting. He was like the same, but less intense.
Yeah, he was not as intense. I think.
Still
he was a little bit toned down.
Still Dan now.
Yeah. And Deb has Deb's Den, which is a bar.
Which is cute.
So now Deb in this scenario is kind of like Karen, but instead of the coffee shop, she has a bar. But she doesn't drink in this world.
No, she doesn't.
And, it's just her and Nathan, no Dan in their life.
Right.
And it's pretty much just Nathan and Lucas have switched. What did you guys think about Lucas being the jerk and Nathan being the Lucas, I guess, season 1?
I mean, it's adorable to see Nathan like that.
It was really cute seeing Nathan.
He's a cutie.
Yeah, I mean, I love episodes like this when TV shows do this because I think,
me too.
I think it's fun to see different characters that would never be with other characters. It's fun to play that.
Right, and he was with the River Court kids.
Yes. But it's weird because I think Lucas
like how we think Dan was less of a dick, but he still was like rotten to the core. He still had some of the same personality traits. Same thing with Keith. Like Lucas.
Yeah, it's just out of character for him.
Yeah, and
Except
I guess it was his upbringing because Lucas.
Yeah, because Lucas grew up in Dan's
having
shadow.
Dan as his father.
So that really shaped him to be, and I think Deb is always a good soul. She just also is Dan pretty much. If you grow up in Dan's umbrella under him, you're gonna grow up with.
But I'm kind of surprised that because Karen is so strong-willed, they really made her different.
They did,
than what she is.
And I guess it's because she
married Dan.
Right. When you're under his realm, in his realm, right? You become a rotten core.
Yeah, definitely.
But Nathan was definitely really cute.
Adorable.
And Nathan and Haley.
Well, here's the thing. This proves that they're supposed to be together, or they're soulmates.
Yeah.
Because no matter what universe they're in, they're going to end up... They have something.
Yeah. So in this world, it's Nathan and Haley are the best friends instead of
best friends that you grow up together. And when you're kids, you probably don't realize when you get older. It's like, oh, I think they're attractive.
And Haley was the same.
Right. And she was the same girl.
Her and Tim.
Except she couldn't sing.
Oh, yeah. She couldn't sing.
Right.
She was
so she didn't pursue that dream, but who's to say she wasn't going to pursue another dream?
She said it was her dream. She
just couldn't.
It just wasn't in the cards for her in that world. And they still had the cute little bracelet scene.
Yeah.
The Cracker Jack.
That was cute.
At the table. That was still there. So Haley can't sing in this world, but they're still very close and they have that connection. And even Dad points it out, you're going to marry that girl.
You're going to marry her. Yeah, that
which was cute. And now, vice versa, we have Peyton and Lucas are dating.
Yeah.
So
kind of
Peyton
funny to see
essentially is still the same character.
Because she just went to whoever she could cling to.
Because this is like season 1, episode 1 characters.
Yes,
Peyton
definitely.
is still the same because Peyton is still dating the asshole jock. Yeah. Just this time it's Lucas.
Right. Didn't make a difference who it was.
Right. But then she ends up breaking up with him. And then she does help the other brother because essentially everything happens the same. The only thing that they switched around was the high flyers. They threw the high flyers in there, and that's what triggered Lucas versus Nathan at the River Court.
Yeah.
Which would be the deciding factor of who goes to high flyers.
Right.
So that was the only thing that I guess they had to change to kind of, because why else would they, go against each other like that?
Yeah.
But, I wrote, Lucas is such a dick. He has, like, his squinty, like, smoldering, like, that's how he, I guess, plays the bad guy.
Right.
Tim comes up with the plan about the whole Tudor girl thing.
Yeah,
and
that was funny.
Lucas shoots it down.
He's like, that was the stupidest plan I've ever heard.
He's like, that's the dumbest thing ever. Meanwhile, that's what actually happens in the show. I thought that was funny. And then they end up taking Nathan. So they have this whole game, the River Court versus... the Ravens, I think they were calling it. And Lucas and his crew, which I mentioned it when we were watching. I would have liked it if Lucas and his crew, which are the bad ones, would have involved, which would have been the River Court crew, and then the Ravens crew.
That would have been funny, but
it's fine.
I guess it was to show that the River Court guys are still like genuinely true good guys. That whoever was the underdog, they would have been friends with them because they're good people.
Exactly.
Right. And then they end up doing exactly what they did to Lucas. Lucas does to Nathan. They take him to the backwoods,
like swamp area.
And apparently he does this a lot.
Does it a lot,
because he says, "Oh, you pitch that every time we kidnap a guy," because Tim is like, "Oh, take his clothes off." Tim had a lot of one-liners in these episodes.
He usually does.
Have you guys noticed that? Tim's still Tim.
Yep, he's the same.
No matter what universe, Tim is still Tim. And then obviously Peyton comes to his rescue, and then that's when Nathan says, "Oh, I feel like this is deja vu." Mm-hmm. Now, why do you think he's having deja vu? Because this never happened with him; it happened with Lucas.
Right.
So what do you guys think? Why did he say, "Oh, this is deja vu"? If that didn't happen with him and Peyton.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I don't know.
Any idea?
I mean, I thought maybe they just added in for like comic relief because we We know that it did
because
the audience.
I think it's
that.
like that. I think it's for the audience.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh yeah,
that happened.
We're kind of all on this page right
now. Yeah, because they did that a few times, right? With like little like things to let us know, like, oh yeah, this happened.
Like this is a joke because this did really happen in the real version.
Yeah,
of it.
yeah.
Which I think it's funny.
And then Nathan does end up getting to the river court to verse Lucas. And Nathan wins, just like Lucas did.
Won.
And
he Lucas elbows him.
Yeah. Well, Nathan did that.
I know, and I forgot about it, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, and then they played the same music.
Music. Yeah.
So they played Finch, and they also played Jimmy Eat World.
Yes.
So they did that in the first episode of season 1, and then they reused the same, and it brought us back to I don't know if you guys were when you were watching it, it's it brought you back to episode 1.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's crazy how music, does that.
Mm-hmm.
It just brings you back to
right.
But then right after that game is when they kind of start getting.
It pans out,
and
Haley
he starts,
gives him the bracelet and says, "Don't say it and never gave you anything."
Yeah.
But then he looks and it's the ring in his hand.
It changes to the ring. Come back to us soon is said to him also, and then and then he starts yelling, Haley, and then that's when Nathan ends up waking up.
Right. We didn't talk about Brooke. She was the same.
Brooke was the same. I put Skanky Brooke shower scene with Nathan.
Which was funny to see them together because we don't really see them alone generally.
As much. I put, maybe you guys can help me out. Now I remember because I'm like, what is this note that I wrote down now? I don't remember, but then I read the next line and I remember now. We know it's another reality because Whitey knocked on a door.
Yes.
I wrote knocking. Me too.
Knocking?
I was
like, there's a door closed. Someone's knocking.
Right, because I wrote knocking, and I'm like, wait, why did I write knocking? Too. And then I wrote Whitey afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone knocked on a door, and he waited.
It's
not like he knocked and opened the door.
Yep.
He knocked.
Maybe they did that on
someone
purpose,
answered.
too.
Yeah, maybe
another
nod to the audience, someone's actually knocking on the door.
Yeah, I would love if that's the case.
I hope so.
Really, what they were doing.
That'd be really funny.
Or it's just a happy accident.
Yeah,
right.
I don't know, but either way, we all kind of were like, oh, yeah, someone's knocking at a door. But it was Whitey that when he was visiting Nathan and wanted Nathan to beat Lucas. Because you can only pick one kid from a school, I guess, for the high flyers.
Pick one.
Only one, and of course they're both the Scotts. Who else?
Except Nathan had Lee. Did you notice that?
Oh, right.
Yes. Deb's last name.
Yeah. So he wasn't a Scott.
Technically a Scott. Well, he was. Just
he was.
Wait, what's Karen's last name?
What's her last name? But Lucas has Scott because remember they explained why.
I thought her last name was Lee.
No. Crap. What's her name?
It's a short last name too, right? Like that?
Yeah, I can look it up.
It's not important. But I thought maybe they switched the last names because
that would be weird.
That would have been weird, right?
That would have been weird.
Yeah, no. I don't think that's man. I don't remember. I don't remember her last name.
I don't want to.
Don't worry about it.
That's all right. I'll look it up. Karen Rowe.
Karen
Rowe is her name.
Yes, I knew it was a short last name.
Right. So Brooke's the same, and then we had Whitey actually knock on a door, so they're not in real life. And then that's when Nathan's waking up yelling for Haley, and then Lucas, we're like, did anyone call Haley?
Right.
She's the wife, and then we find out that Lucas did call her.
He's like, I know, you told me not to, but I called Haley.
I do want to say I really loved when everyone's visiting with Nathan and then visiting hours are over and the girls each give him a kiss. And he's like, I know you both want me.
You want me. They were
really
like laughing.
Funny.
That was really funny.
Yeah. I just love how the whole group is very close now.
I also.
Yeah. Because at first it was like they all kind of knew each other, but not.
Right.
Now
like
they're actually
friends,
but they're
good friends.
Yeah, they're all very close. Everybody's close with each other.
Group. It's a good group.
It's a good group. I was happy with that. And then what did you guys, I want your thoughts on Nathan calling Haley and telling her not to come home.
It was I had mixed emotions about it.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't I kind of want them to take time because they did get married so quickly and so young, and they were already having all these issues, and I wanted them to, in the first place, for him to do the high flyers and for her to do her music and for them to both get what they want.
Yeah.
So I have, like, mixed emotions about it because when I look at the flashback, too, and how cute they were, and I'm like, oh, but I kind of miss them together, too. Because we haven't seen Haley all that much.
Yeah. He called her with such a... It wasn't an erratic state of mind. It was very peaceful.
It was very, exactly. He wasn't just going off the hinge saying all this
resolution that he came to.
It was from the dream.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The dream really shook.
We were like, Phoenix Effect.
Yeah, we're like, Phoenix Effect.
This is all about chasing your dreams.
Yeah.
These 2 episodes and going for a chance. But I think it's hard, though, because Haley now is realizing...
I should have been there in the first place, is what she said in the next episode.
Right?
Yeah. Isn't that what happens when you start to learn something?
Of course.
The person you need to doesn't step up until later on.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Especially on television.
Always on television.
Always happens on television.
For sure.
For convenience
so it's,
for us.
it's frustrating as the audience to watch it. On the whole...
What did you think?
The next episode's more frustrating.
I'm happy for Nathan because he's finally realizing, because he was he drove a freaking race car into a wall.
Yeah.
Like, he was hurting. And then, he wakes up and it's kind of like everything clicked for him.
Yeah.
Where, I'm 17 and I have dreams and Haley has dreams and it's not fair for me to hold her back and hold a grudge and be upset with her. But then, I want to focus on, I was going to say baseball. Hello, basketball. And, he also amends things with Deb, with his mom.
Right, which
is
I'm
really cute.
so glad for because she needs it.
She needs
he
it.
Needs it.
They both need each other.
Very much so.
She checks into rehab,
which was awesome.
Yeah, she says, I need to heal. While you heal, I'm going to heal, which, was nice. What'd you think about when Dan dropped off Deb and was I'll be waiting?
I'll be waiting for you. I'm like,
what do you
won't?
think? Yeah.
I
don't know what to think because he still, we think, has this revenge on her.
Yeah. So maybe
I don't
it's
know.
all part of the plan. He'll be here when she goes to rehab. I don't know, but didn't we discuss we didn't think he knew about her addiction.
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe I don't know what his plans were for taking her down.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We still don't. I guess
had
we'll
the
find
upper
out.
hand on the divorce. I don't.
Right.
Maybe mend her back, get his family together, and then tear it apart.
Maybe.
He's a psychopath.
Yeah.
Right? Kind of.
Yeah.
For the most.
I mean, look what he did to his own brother.
I know, but then look, he saved Lucas.
I know, but then we go into the next episode, which we'll talk about when he has this whole big speech.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that.
Which I was like, "You're full of shit."
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
Fucking Dan. Can I just get a shirt made that says "Fucking Dan"?
Yeah. With Dan's face on it.
Dan just
maybe we'll make Dan's face and a bullseye in the middle of it with
we'll do that for the finale party.
An arrow right through his face.
Yes,
that's really gross when you think about it. I mean, it shouldn't be.
That's right.
Killing his face.
We could do a dartboard.
Yeah, that's good.
All right.
But I'm glad Deb is in rehab.
Yeah, and
Me
then
too. I'm so glad.
What did you guys think about Karen trying to call Keith?
She's really missing him.
And sad and crying.
She's struggling hard.
She's struggling.
She's on the struggle bus.
Well, she is on that struggle bus.
And I think this was a very big change. Keith has always been there, and she's having a hard time dealing with this.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And he won't answer her. So
And his nephew is in the hospital.
Yeah.
And, and all this stuff has been happening. Lucas wasn't living with her and just all this stuff, and she used him as, a shoulder to cry on pretty much.
Yeah, and we don't even see her with Andy these 2 episodes.
No, we don't.
So she's not reaching out to Andy.
No.
She's trying to reach out to Keith.
Yeah.
I
mean, it would be awesome if Keith and Karen got back together. I know, I do too.
But I love Keith,
but I feel
too.
like, Keith, that would be awesome.
If she went back to Keith, I think it would be more of a comfort thing, but after a while, it'd be like, I don't know if this is right. Do you know when you go back to something, it's comforting, but then after a while, you're like, this isn't right.
Right, yeah.
I shouldn't have done this.
Yeah,
she misses her friend.
If you want, unless there's anything else you want to touch on for episode 20, we can jump in to 21 and start with Karen and Keith.
That was with the email, right? We started that episode.
Okay, so episode 21, What Could Have Been, which
totally, I feel like could have been the first title.
It's like,
so the
I
first
think
title.
they're both
continuation.
Yeah, it's definitely a continuation. It totally revolves around Nathan thinking about what could have been because he's so like stuck on that dream.
It's really
like,
shook
him.
Him.
What if Dan picked Karen instead of Deb? You know, like we have a pet fart. Was it the cat or the dog?
The dog.
It's Jake. Oh my god, it smells like a steamy turd.
So we have Jake the Boston who's visiting.
He's the family dog, but
he's the family dog.
Mom is away.
Mom's away till the 8th, so Jake's staying with me.
But so he has the worst farts.
If anyone has Boston Terriers, you know how bad the farts are.
The farts are bad. Woo! I'm glad my nose is stuffy because I don't smell it.
Yeah, it's fresh gas.
Your eyes are tearing. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
I'm so glad I'm stuffy and I don't smell anything.
Yeah, my cats do not fart like that. It's the
Wow, Jake.
And he's the worst part. He's just sleeping. It's like just passing gas while I snooze.
Just a sleeping fart.
Jake.
Silent but deadly.
All right, continue.
Anyways, so Karen's typing the email to Keith.
Right. She writes this whole... I was like, girl, I feel you. Mm-hmm. Like, she writes this whole long email. I know you don't want anybody with you, but please know I'm there for you.
Right. If you
I
need
won't
me.
reach out anymore, but like, blah, blah, blah. This whole long thing. And he just responds, thank you.
Oh,
Keith.
how frustrating.
And I'm just like, damn it.
And
like,
always,
how many times has that happened where you write this long-ass text
heartfelt
message
and you wait for them to say something so great back to you.
And you have those 3 little dots and it's just like, K.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not okay. It's just like,
K.
okay, a letter K.
Yeah.
You're just like, you want to flip a table.
Yes.
Ugh.
Yes.
So imagine Karen, like, this is an email.
Like,
you gotta sit there and wait for an email back. Like, this is...
yeah, I was like, oh, Keith.
Yeah.
But he really needs to take his time.
He's alive.
He's alive. We know he's alive. Hopefully he's well.
And he answered the email.
And he did answer.
Hopefully she'll feel a little bit of peace.
I feel like I would
Where
feel
do you
worse.
think he is?
Royals.
You think he's at Royal? He's spending time with Mom and Pop?
No.
We should just start a petition. Where's Royal?
Where's
Royal? Where's Royal.com?
Does Royal come back?
I honestly don't remember.
Hashtag
Really?
obsessed with Royal.
Yes, we love Royal.
Just Michelle is. Just I am.
Yeah.
No, I don't know where he
It's
is.
because of that damn name. If it was like Tom, I would not name drop it.
I mean, Royal. Come on.
Yeah.
It's a ridiculous name.
I mean, what better name than the father of Dan?
Royal Scott, right?
Scott.
I mean that name. Not important. Continue.
No, it's fine. Okay, so Nathan's back home. He's out of the hospital and he's drowning in debt.
Yeah.
Did he say his hospital bill was $100,000? Is that what he said?
He did.
Is
say
that what he
I
said?
was like, holy
I didn't
shit!
catch that.
He was there for like
Yeah.
a day or two. It's United States.
How-
I don't know.
Like-
Maybe he was there longer. We just didn't see
How do
it.
they have? He
Like a
said he
week?
had insurance. Like his wife took care of it. How do 2 students have
Have health insurance.
I'm like struggling over here trying to
Right?
get health insurance, and these 2 kids.
Is it through Karen's Cafe? Like
I don't know.
What insurance
What
provider do
Haley-
That's
they
a really
have?
gray area. They didn't want to really touch upon it after that. I don't
Yeah.
think. That
Because
didn't
he's
really
like,
make any damn
my
sense.
wife handles the bills. Like,
takes care of that. Yeah. And
Right.
I'm like, really? Well, what insurance are you using?
I would love to
2
know.
17-year-olds who are
Yeah.
married and
Very true.
she's traveling for 3 months singing.
Yeah, so he racked up all this debt because he has the hospital bills, and then he has all his regular bills.
Right. And,
And
they're
he's
shutting
about
off
to
the
be
cable.
evicted, and-
They're doing all that stuff.
So then Lucas, being the town hero,
so
swoops
cute.
in, and he's like, let's do a fundraiser for Nathan to get him back on his feet and help him out with the
And the
bills.
town, I'm sure, has no issues. Just
Yeah, no problem.
giving money to
He
Nathan.
rallies the troops.
He rallies the troops.
You ever I always find this amusing in TV shows with teenagers. They always feel like they can raise money
Mhm.
Yeah.
themselves. This has happened in the OC.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it happens in
And they
so
all
many
like
shows.
pull together their money to help. I'm like, this is really nice of all of you.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't
never
have
did
any
that.
money in high school to give
Right.
any of you
I
guys.
know,
so.
I
Yeah.
never had any whatever.
Yeah.
But I
also agree.
I always get a kick out of that.
Yeah. So they have this like little meeting in the cafe, and they're all like pitching ideas, and I thought that was cute with everybody. And then they end up doing a movie night at Trick.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then, Lucas is kind of going around and having all these, like, really heartfelt chats with everybody.
Yeah.
So he reaches out to Peyton.
He's, like, hugging and doing...
I don't want to be a bad friend.
I don't want to be a bad friend anymore.
Yeah, Lucas, he's not real.
No,
Lucas,
he's not. He is not a real person.
He puts everyone else in, like, before him, but... Like, when it comes to Dan and, like, taking down Dan, even though Nathan asked him not to, he's still pursuing it. So Lucas isn't perfect by any means.
No.
But I feel like he just tries so hard to be perfect.
Yeah.
He does a good job at it.
He does. He does, for the most part. He genuinely does care for everybody. But... Especially Brooke.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about this little...
It's sweet.
Well, it's very sweet, and it's so, like, high school-y, like,
yeah.
You're friends,
can I just
but you're also
pause? Remember when you hated Lucas and Brooke together? Now,
I know.
Well, I don't, let's not get crazy here.
But
I don't love Brooke.
No.
She's
you're right.
definitely making moves.
They both evolved, which I like that they acknowledge. I think Peyton said.
Yeah, she says you're both different people.
So what do you guys think about that? What's going on with them?
I don't hate it.
No, I don't hate it either. I just, Brooke is very
It still makes me, I mean, with the whole Peyton thing, like, are they... Michelle and I are still on the Peyton Lucas train. We just feel like that's just going to happen at some point.
The only ones choo-chooing down that track.
I just feel like it gets further and further away.
That train has left
the building.
And the thing is like, and we always say it, we love Peyton and Jake. But when the Lucas and Peyton moments happen, I'm like,
me too. I'm like, what's going to happen?
Why? This has not been fulfilled for me.
I know. Yeah. I feel the same way. Because they really didn't have a shot. They had such a passionate moment together.
I know. And he broke up with Brooke for
her. I know. How
does that just go away?
I know. I know you guys out there are laughing at us. I know.
And they're like, ew.
Or maybe they aren't.
Oh, yeah. Are there?
I don't know their names shit together. About shit.
Leighton.
Oh, their name?
Oh, what it would be? Maybe Ingrid shouldn't tell us because
Pecos, Lucas, and Peyton.
Leighton. I think.
I don't want to use Leighton.
I think Leighton is used.
I have a client named Leighton.
Really?
I do.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think Leighton is used for them.
Okay.
Well, anyway. So, I like it, Brooke and Lucas.
And I think...
I'm a little confused at Brookus as to what happened.
With what?
With the whole ending of the episode with Brooke and Lucas. She found Peyton's things or Lucas?
No, those are things that
he
Peyton gave to Lucas.
Right.
He kept.
And he kept it in a drawer.
In a drawer. Because she is in his room.
Right.
It was a box, right, that fell over?
It was like there was like a box, and then the box tipped over, and then inside there was that stuff.
And she found stuff. And then she, Lucas at the club went over and hugged Peyton, gave her a chocolate bar, and Brooke looked over and was very... she had that concerned look.
She did have the concerned look, but I feel like it's not valid because she knows how good of a person he is, and she should have known that he wouldn't do that again, right? She doesn't know that he won't do that again.
And, and Peyton said, I won't make out with him this time.
Right, as a joke. Joking. So that's even more inkling that I know that they're not going to be together anytime soon because Peyton seems to be very okay with this whole situation. And they made a joke as to, I won't kiss him this time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, damn it.
I know.
Damn. Yeah.
I guess we're on the Brookus. We'll have to join that train. I'll get my ticket
I'll get there. I'll get my ticket
soon.
I'm definitely warming up to Brooke for sure.
Oh, no. First, she's evolving nicely.
Yeah.
But she's cautious and she's scared. And
she's scared to get hurt again.
Yeah.
She really is. And that's why at the end when Lucas decides to come home, which we'll talk about. And Karen is about to set her ground rules like she always does. Brooke is like, don't worry about it. We're friends. Only.
And Lucas is distraught.
There's like that scene
he is
where
like ripped, like when your heart gets ripped out of your chest.
Because I think they both were feeling it.
Yeah, he was like,
thriving.
I guess he was like, oh, now.
We had that scene when she did call Lucas, and she's about to be like, oh, we've been friends.
Should hang out.
She was about to do it, and that's when she finds the stuff.
Yeah.
And she, is upset, tells him, let's not ruin it.
I picture, meeting in the kitchen at midnight for some pudding and tea. We can't sleep, so let's talk. And then they're going to go in their bedrooms and think about...
Yeah.
They'll be like that side by side.
Yes, where they're both laying in bed.
Yeah. Thinking about it.
Do they have a guest bedroom? Or is Lucas sleeping on the couch?
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell is happening here?
I feel like, bro, this is my house. And
so you need to get out of my bed.
You go on the couch. But, of course, it's Lucas.
No, he would never do
in shining armor.
He's a gentleman.
Yeah. He's not going to do that.
Yeah.
I have to say, though, or have to ask, rather, is Karen excited to have him back? Because that's when Aunt walked in.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, she was. She ran and
so
hugged
happy
him.
to have him home.
Aunt ruining. No, she did. She ran over and, hugged him and was very excited.
All right.
Happy.
Well, I'm sorry I missed that.
Yeah. So now we're going to have Lucas and Brooke living at the same house.
Playing brother
I think maybe they'll have a heart-to-heart.
Don't you think?
Midnight tea
and pudding ice cream? It's gonna
I
happen
don't
in the
think
kitchen?
in the finale it's going to happen.
No.
Maybe next
We're
season.
taking it slow.
This is going to be a slow process.
Yeah.
Building it up.
I guess we can mention this because Brooke did do it. Brooke put together the shredded pieces of paper for Lucas.
Yes, she did.
And it ended up being a receipt for a car that said it was sold for $12,000, but the actual receipt at the dealership said it was sold for $9,000.
Right.
So Dan is essentially pocketing.
And it was in all cash.
Right, pocketing the cash that's extra.
Yeah.
And of course, Andy doing his digging he must have 10 PIs working on this. They find out that he has, how, I don't know, but they find out that he's been putting it into a savings account, and it's under Lucas's name, and it had $95,000 in it.
It was for a college fund or something.
So Andy says either that's just a cover,
or he really loves you.
He really does care about you and is saving money up for you.
Yeah.
What do you think it is? Do you think he's saving money for Lucas or using Lucas's name as a cover-up? For his money.
I mean, how unfair to have so much money saved for one son when you have two.
Yeah.
They're both going to go to college.
I mean, does this mean Nathan doesn't have any money? There's no money saved for him?
Right.
I mean, apparently Dan just paid $100,000 for his medical bills.
Right. So he's got some money lying
He's
around,
got to have
for his
money.
other son.
Because think about it. This Lucas situation is very new. I mean, their relationship is very new. So,
right. I mean,
$95,000 could not have been made.
Oh no! This had to be accumulated.
But Dan has those pictures.
Well, that's the thing. Nathan has got to have a college fund,
right? He probably does, but they didn't snoop. Maybe Nathan's is legitimate money, and Lucas's is
dirty money.
But the problem, what Lucas told Andy, gave him the go ahead, keep on digging.
Yeah,
it would just suck if the time comes and there's no money for him because this is a fake, and Lucas now knows, there should be money, college fund for me, quote unquote. And then Dan's he can never bring it up that he knows about this college fund. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, he can't. And, and Dan kind of threatened Lucas about, minding his own business and everything a couple episodes ago, too. Yeah. So, Lucas doesn't know when to quit. But he's going to keep doing it, even though Nathan asked him to step back. What do you guys think about Nathan and his decision to move back home?
I thought maybe he would because, first of all, he has a cast on his leg. He can't really move around all that much. Him around his own apartment was pretty much a disaster.
Yeah.
And he couldn't work just yet, so he can't afford to pay for rent. He really let Dan just take the reins again.
Not even that. I'm just so, Deb guess, is planning on being a family again.
Yeah,
so
why? What
I
the
know.
fuck, guys? Like, we're just going backwards.
Yeah, I mean, Deb in rehab.
I think she's just so overwhelmed with everything, and
she's reflecting.
and she's being drained, and she's sobering up.
Yeah, she really is.
You take a lot of
wouldn't you
time
think
to think.
sobering up and time to think
you
would make you think, like, you know what, we're doing well with Nathan, and
I think it depends what her counselor's telling her, because honestly, like, they could be saying, maybe there's hope for your marriage, maybe you can get your child back, maybe once you kick this habit, you can have your happy family again.
Right, like kind of encouraging getting better because there's things to look forward to at home. Even though if the counselors knew anything, they would not want her to go back to this volatile relationship.
Yeah, if they knew who Dan really was.
But to get, her son and her health should be the most important things in her life. And unfortunately, for the audience, she's thinking about Dan.
I was so happy when Lucas told Nathan his plan.
Yes,
taking down
good. And he's like, you have my blessing.
You go for it.
Do it.
And I was like, yes. Everyone knows it needs to know. And then, Nate and Deb are better. And then Nate's like,
it's
we're
all
going to be a
pieces are
family
falling together.
I don't know if I can do it. And then,
I mean, we can backtrack a little bit. Nathan finds out that his bills weren't covered by the insurance. He thought they weren't. And then they end up figuring out, well, who else would have paid for it, but other than Dan.
Right.
He goes and sees Dan, and then Dan has this, like,
weird
breakdown.
Very weird.
Crying. I've done. I know I want to right my wrongs, and
he seems
I don't
to
want
have
you
these
to
every so often. These kind of big speeches.
Yeah, he admits that he knows, and how we were all laughing when he says, I thought bringing Lucas here would bring out the better in me, and keeps referencing how great of a person Lucas is, and Nathan, you just see Nathan like, what the fuck are you saying?
He's like, Nathan, Lucas is a better man than I'll ever be. And I was like, what are you saying?
Right. And then he's like tearing up, and then Nathan just starts with this slow
me too, and I started clapping
at
the same time because I was dying.
Because he just doesn't buy it. Now, do you guys buy it?
I did.
I have no idea. I don't know. I really don't.
Yeah.
I'm like, I could go either way with it. But I thought...
I feel like that was really big of him to, own up to, and, say that Lucas is a better person than him. I was, shocked.
Yeah, that's...
And he also says to him, don't you become me.
Right.
And he's like, you will become me if you don't, make changes.
I don't foresee that.
It's still giving Dan this power.
Yeah.
Right? Of having power over.
Right, and now he's getting what he wants. Both of his sons, well, at the time, both of his sons were now living in his house.
Yeah.
And he was, quote unquote, getting revenge on Deb also.
I know.
We don't know how he's doing that, but he's still up to something with that.
But after that speech, I didn't think that Nathan would take it seriously.
No, I didn't. I thought Nathan was, clapping his hands and saying, you know what, you're full of shit. I gotta go.
Well,
you already had your chance.
He does say that, and then that's when Dan comes back with you're gonna become me if you don't, do this for your mother. Your mother wants, Deb's probably sitting in rehab, desperate for her family and to be normal, and, and Nathan wants to focus now. He was so focused on his marriage with Haley and fixing that now he shifted his focus to
helping his mom
out, mending the family, going back home.
Yeah.
And now we have Dan then visit Haley with the annulment that has a signature on it.
Because Haley was going to go home.
Haley decided that she was going to go home.
That Dan forged it just so Haley would sign it.
That was a good scene. I really believe that. I was like, wow.
Yeah. So,
hot shit.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it's forged, or do you think he signed it?
And now after the fact, when Nathan,
it could be.
It still could have very well been.
If it is, I won't be surprised. But the way they played it,
it seemed like Nathan kind of gave Dan the reins on it and just let him do it. And I'm like, oh my god.
I just think again, but then there's that. He could have forged it because, I think Nathan and Haley should have phone chatted this.
Right. But then again, if he did, and they're getting the annulment, and Nathan was like, "Well, how is this possible?"
Right.
I just don't think that he did.
Yeah, because then he'd get a notice. Or
yeah,
something.
He would.
I don't know how they work.
I don't know how it works either. But
yeah,
I think sooner or later he would have figured it out.
Yeah.
So I guess this is real. I think it would be honestly. I think it's good for their relationship.
Well, who knows? Haley might come home, and then things will rekindle.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody loves the Haley.
I know they do.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for them too. I just think that they really need to should have originally grown as individuals, but then again, when you're 16, 17 years old, you don't think of these things. Obviously, you think about how much you love this person and you want to marry this person, and then reality hits. So
I mean, Nathan said it himself. He says, love's not enough.
Yeah.
It's like, finally!
There you go.
We've been saying this since the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And, and now he's gonna go back home. And I guess it's just gonna be him and Dan, because Deb's not there yet.
Right, and Lucas is peacing out.
And Lucas bounced back home.
Even though Dan has his secret still.
Right.
And Dan was surprised that Lucas was leaving.
Yeah.
How's Lucas's health?
We don't know.
Dan's just paying for his pills.
His medication.
Yeah.
And
are we going to get
we're not going to touch upon it. I don't know. I mean, I thought that we were going to get, the Lucas tells Karen situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could come. It has to come.
It has to come. It has to.
Well, now that he's
they can't
living
just brush
at home,
it over.
She's gonna. I mean, Karen being Karen,
she'll figure it out.
I kind of hope a little bit that they kind of just in the episode be have Karen already know, so we don't have to so we can kind of so we don't have to deal with it again.
We're going backwards.
We want to go backwards.
It's like
we don't want her to be mad at him.
Everything is back where we kind of started. Like Lucas is back home. There's tension with him and Brooke, that love relationship. Then we have
Peyton's sad,
which actually Allie mentioned that Peyton is so sad right now in this episode, is being a good friend. Brooke is clearly really insecure about their friendship, which is understandable, she said.
It is.
Brooke was so excited with Lucas and, so happy, but then you just the scene with Lucas hugging Peyton. Peyton is sitting there crying in the corner, Brooke
and
isn't
then,
over
that's
there.
Brooke's friend,
Right, Brooke's friend. I mean, Brooke maybe didn't see her, but
it just brought back old memories.
It brought it all back. Brooke isn't 100% with that. She is hurting. That was, her first love, and she's still very insecure about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, we already talked about this, but I just want to say what Allison wrote. She says, "Ugh, when Brooke finds that damn box with the stuff from Peyton, she was just about to put her heart out there again. Then she's like, we're just friends. When Lucas comes back home, they both want to be with each other."
Yes, they do.
Yeah. And then she also said, also overcome by Better Than Ezra is on my OTH playlist. Oh. These episodes had really good songs.
They did. They had a lot of good music.
A lot of good music in these episodes.
Do you know the titles? What?
Let me see. I could pull it up. I have the songs that were in the episode. We have, in episode 20, we had Dashboard Confessional. We had Finch. Let's see what else.
Was Missy Higgins in that one, or is it in the second one?
That was in the second one.
Love her.
In episode 21, we had other...
I haven't heard that song in a while.
Oh, it was the Ray LaMonta, whatever his name is.
Oh, sorry, it's all the way at the bottom here. We had, Missy Higgins was in that one. Overcome by Better Than Ezra. That's the one Allison just... Yeah. We had Tegan and Sarah.
Yep.
Walking with a Ghost. We had... Who else? We had a bunch of other people. Oh, Damian Jurado. Is that who you're talking about?
No.
The Dandelions, Emiliana Torini, Butch Walker, 2 Hours Traffic, Missy Higgins, Walkie Talkie, and the honorary title. Those are all the singers that were in that episode.
There's good music in those episodes.
Yeah. Little trivia, Deb, Whitey, and Keith do not appear in episode 21.
Oh.
Wait, you're asking... Wait.
No, I'm saying that they weren't in it.
They weren't in the second episode.
In the second episode.
Deb, Whitey, and who else?
Keith.
Yeah.
Keith.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they weren't in that episode. Let's see if we can do some other trivia here. We also have some funny quotes. Where is this? The songs Hands Down, What Is to Burn, and Rest in Pieces are all featured in the pilot episode, which we mentioned. This is all about episode 20, by the way, the first one. This episode is the only episode of One Tree Hill to credit the guest cast and crew members, such as the director and writer, before the opening credits. Which is cool. Although Nathan's dream takes place in Tree Hill, none of the actual characters appear in Tree Hill. Either they appear at the hospital, which is not located in Tree Hill, or somewhere else, like Haley, or only appear in the dream sequence, like Keith.
Oh.
So, nothing takes place in Tree Hill, technically.
Interesting.
So,
it's not really real.
Yeah. And then when Lucas is in Peyton's room, sketches from later episodes show up, like the one of Brooke, Lucas, and Peyton shooting at a heart, although that shouldn't have shown up due to the alternate dream reality scenario. So, like, in her room, there's all those artwork pieces that...
Right, yeah.
Yeah. And that's it for trivia.
I like
Anything
trivia.
else? Yeah. Anything else you guys want to...
Predictions for finale.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, the finale of last season was so ridiculous and all over the place. I can't.
Well, this is 2 episodes,
right?
So it's going to be a lot. They're not going to be cramming.
That's true. That might be better.
You know, it's going to be stretched out with essentially 2 hours. I mean, it's without commercials.
Will Keith be back for the finale?
What do you guys think?
I hope so.
I think
so.
It's Deb out of rehab.
I don't know how long
is Haley coming home.
Is Haley going to come home?
These are the
Will Royal show up?
I think that Haley will make an appearance at home in Tree Hill in the finale.
Agreed. I think that's a solid
90%, 99% sure that
the
that's
title for the next episode is called "The Tide That Left and Never Came Back."
Oh,
Keith. So what do you think that's referencing? I mean, this is all just guessing. So
Nelly's love,
right?
What do you guys think that could be?
Jake slopping.
What could that be about?
Ingrid knows.
Tell me, ladies, what do you think?
Yeah.
There could be so many things.
I just want to say, this isn't spoilers, but there's 3 Jimmy Eat World songs in the next episode.
Yes!
So I love Jimmy Eat World, so that makes me happy.
Jimmy Eat World's great.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah, so, and then the final episode is called The Leavers Dance. So both have titles about leaving.
Maybe someone will come back and then another person will leave.
Jake?
All right, Jake, can you sit?
Okay. I was going to bring up Jake from the show. No, but Jake.
Maybe Jake will leave or come.
And Jenny.
Jake and Jenny.
There's so many options.
There's so many things that can happen,
There's
guys.
a lot that can happen.
And all you listeners are laughing because you know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And me.
And Ingrid. Yeah.
And me. But, it's fine. You guys will enjoy it.
I'm super excited.
Yeah.
I wonder where they're going to go. Like we said, it could be all over the place. It could be ridiculous things. Could have some budding romances. We could have some heartache.
All right, ready? Here we go.
Andy's going to propose.
Andy proposes. Keith shows up at the door.
Yes.
Ooh. Brooke and Lucas have a midnight pudding and tea.
Pudding and tea.
I don't know. Okay.
Pudding and tea.
The pairing of
I don't know why. No, because it always happens where they meet up in the kitchen for tea, and then I could just see Lucas reaching for a snack
pudding.
pack.
Okay. Snack pack.
A chocolate pudding.
Chocolate pudding.
Okay, so they're
just
gonna meet.
Leaning against the fridge like Brooke.
Yes.
And he's just eating a
And
pudding.
then at the other door, Royal's going to show up to talk to Karen, and we're going to find out
why they've been speaking after all these years.
I feel like that's gone, but I'll just
No, I know. I feel like that's gone too.
Haley's going to show up at the apartment, and Nathan will not be there.
Right.
So she's going to think that's the tide that just left.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
And Dan and Nathan are not really... They're not on great terms.
No.
He's doing it for Deb.
Yeah. He is, though.
No.
He's going to do it for Deb.
Yeah.
Oh, hissing sassy kittens.
And Jenny, she aged. And she's going to come back
She's
at
5 years
age
old.
5. And Nikki...
Oh, yeah, Nikki.
It's
You
going to
think
drop
Nikki's...
a DNA test, paternity test.
Ooh, maybe we'll find out if Jake's the real father or not.
They're going to go on Maury.
Yay!
And then, Jake, you are not the father. Those are my...
that'd be so devastating.
Yeah, those are my predictions for the future.
Those are great, and I will stick with them as well.
Thank you.
Okay, sounds good.
That's all.
All right.
Oops.
Sounds good. Do we have any shout-outs
Yes.
that you girls want to do?
I have some Snapchat friends. We have... Should I go by your... I was going to go by your AOL screen name.
Oh my god.
Same.
Should I go by the username? We have Teresa R. at Tessar08, Denise Didering, Sheena at the Phoenix 417, Michelle O'Brien at Michelle OB, Gwen Kinsman at Kinsmang1, and Elena Sharples. So thanks, guys. And I also want to shout out my cousin Sam Burkhoff, who loves One Tree Hill.
Thanks, Sam.
Yeah.
And she also likes to promote our show, so she's a great...
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Sam.
She's a great fan and family member.
Yes. So I'm going to shout out Michelle Prescar on Twitter. Her Twitter handle is ChalupaBman71. She's been tweeting us some funny stuff. I'll read some of them. She tweeted, at Tree Hill Talk, can't wait for you guys to get to season 3. Maybe it's the vodka, but I'm cracking up. # holiday. So funny.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah,
You
girl,
do
get
you.
it.
You get that holiday.
She also tweeted, at Tree Hill Talk, my son has gotten into it. Season 3, and he's pointing out hairstyle changes. # crushing on Brooke.
Yeah, she's a gorgeous girl.
Yeah,
I mean,
who
I'm
isn't
crushing on
who
Brooke.
isn't crushing on Brooke?
Sophia's a
And then she also said, at Tree Hill Talk, loving the WTF and oh snap moments you guys are having. # Dan is a dick.
Yeah.
I love that you used that hashtag. 'Cause you
Yes,
said that.
we love that.
And then she also tweeted, listening and watching along, enjoying rewatching. First as a single girl and now as a single parent changes perspective.
Definitely.
cool.
And I'm sure when you watch it at, 16,
definitely.
it's different than when you're
So
28.
Definitely. Because when I remember watching it, it came out, I was 15, 16 when the
Right.
show came out. And, looking at it now, like back then, I was like, oh my god, Haley and Nathan, so romantic, getting married,
Right.
and
like,
making it work.
thinking about it.
Like, it's so funny. And now we're just like, these crazy kids.
Yeah.
Like,
Where are the parents?
Right.
yeah, and I
just
just remember
looking for
being
the
like,
parents.
man, why don't we have a trick? That's so cool. They get to hang out at this
Right.
cool
Yeah.
place. It changes things.
It definitely does.
It definitely does.
I kind of like watching it as an adult, though.
Yeah.
Because we get to, and plus we have so many seasons, we don't have to wait next week to,
Guys, we calculated
my God,
how
it's gonna
long
take us
it's going to
forever.
take us to actually finish the show. Don't worry, this podcast is going to be going forever.
You guys, yeah.
It's going to be going for at least another year and a half.
About a year and a half, yeah.
Right?
Unless
So
something
stay tuned.
happens where we quit our day jobs.
Day jobs, and we can just...
Binge watch One Tree Hill.
So if you want us to binge watch and quit our day jobs, you can support the show.
Good segue.
Good segue. No, but really, if you want to support the show, the best way to do it is to go on iTunes and leave us a rating. Give us 5 stars because we know you love it. That's why you're listening. And write a review because we like reading what you guys
I love
say.
reading the reviews.
Yeah.
It makes us feel so good.
Yeah, especially in the morning. I'll check, and if there's a new review, I text it to
It's wonderful.
the other
We get
girls,
so
and it's a
excited.
good way to start the day. So definitely head over to iTunes and leave a review. And if you are a SoundCloud listener, you can like our page. I think you can follow or subscribe or whatever the button says there. And you can also comment on our SoundCloud. So let us know what you guys think. And you can also tweet us at Tree Hill Talk.
Facebook.
You can also Facebook us. Just search Tree Hill Talk. We're on there. And Snapchat. Tree Hill Talk. We're on there too.
Send us your funny filter faces.
Yeah, we love that.
How about the frog one today?
Yeah.
Your eyeballs are on top of your head. I could not stop staring at my eyeballs.
You're like, why do my eyes look like that?
Some of those filters are like really intense.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that they can do that.
Creepy.
So send us some funny snaps.
Yeah.
If you have cute pets, snap us your pets.
We love pets.
Alice and Pedro, I know you have 2 cats.
Yes, we want to see your kitties.
Yeah, she's like our One Tree Hill correspondent.
She is.
So she's like an unofficial member of Tree Hill Talk. So definitely thank you for that. And then we have a couple new Patreon people. We are so happy and thankful. Like, super appreciate the donations. So we have our Patreon page. If you go to patreon.com/treehilltalk, we're over there. I know we're slacking on getting content up there, but we promise it's in the works. It's happening.
Yeah.
And we are planning our live stream for the finale.
Which will be on YouTube.
So if you haven't done so already, you have to go to YouTube. I would say .com/treehilltalk, but we need 100 subscribers before we can get our own link.
Right.
So the best way to find our YouTube channel is you can search for Tree Hill Talk, or go to our Twitter, our Facebook. We have links for it everywhere. Or actually, at the bottom of this episode, I linked our page. So you can go there, subscribe. That way you are alerted when we are about to live stream. Do we want to say the day that we have? Do we think we're sticking with that?
I think we're sticking with
October.
Make sure.
Yeah.
You'll be alerted.
10th, which is Columbus Day.
We're pretty sure it's going to be that way, but just,
We're hoping for October 10th for the live stream.
So hopefully you guys don't have Columbus Day plans.
Yeah.
If you
evening plans.
Evening plans.
It would be, I want to say, around, by the time we get together, watch the episodes, around 8 o'clock-ish.
Around there, roughly.
Eastern Standard Time. So, obviously, we'll
inform
have
you
this
guys.
all set in stone soon.
Yeah.
And we will have the live stream up and running, hopefully, fingers crossed, smoothly. And we want to have some fun things planned. And maybe we'll dress up.
We were having this crazy idea. You guys have to tweet us if you think it's funny to wear our old bridesmaids dresses that we don't have any use.
She does a whole thing about her blog is about weddings in Chicago.
Oh my god.
Perfect.
So, do you have any funny bridesmaids dresses? Not funny. Are they funny anymore? No.
I don't know. I feel like people are pretty low-key with bridesmaids dresses.
It's just, we have to buy them. And
you have to buy them, and it's a lot of
with
money, and then you're stuck with the dress. So, we were thinking about wearing them.
Yeah, we never
the
get
finale.
So why not wear them for you guys?
And maybe flower crowns. I don't know if you guys are into that too. We're into flower crowns.
Just a little bit of a hobby.
We're just gonna do a little bit of everything.
Stay tuned.
Definitely subscribe to our YouTube. Search for Tree Hill Talk. The links are everywhere on our Twitter and Facebook. And that way you will be alerted when we finally decide, because it'll be in your subscription box.
Right.
Date and time and everything for the live stream. And it should be fun. We want to get you guys to maybe Skype in. We can have you guys be live on the podcast with us, which I think would be cool.
What a world we live in,
right?
Technology,
awesome.
Man. So we will all come together for the season 2 finale, and it'll be fun.
It's gonna be a good one.
And it'll be good times. So I think that's it.
I think that's it.
So
Yeah, so we will see you. We'll see you live.
Yeah,
we'll see you live next time.
See us.
Yeah, you will see us.
If you haven't seen us already, you'll see us again
for the season 2 finale. So until then,
catch you later.
see ya.
Bye guys.